Hey, I'm George Edelman from MovieWeb. How are you?
Well, George, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Great job on this.
Thank
I wanted to immediately ask, I feel like it sets us up really well with these two guys for a new story. It's almost like the beginning of something. I'm curious, you talked a little bit about having ideas for more. What are some of the things you really want to try and do, or you want to see happen between these men now that they've kind of refound this relationship? And as an action director too, like what stuff you want to play with? Like what's the sandbox you want to be in?
Well, what do you think? Put your story brain on it. What do you think that should happen in the next movie? You said you had ideas. What do you think should happen?
Oh, honestly, I think that these two guys could have six movies in tandem together.
I don't
Like,
have
so
six, but
you
one
don't have
more.
six?
No, 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 no. But one more. But what do you think? What do you think? Do you have a story in mind?
I actually don't. I was kind of curious if you did. To me, it feels like we leave off with them having found this kind of this like sort of beginning of a new kind of bond, and I'm curious if you're going to test that or what you're like excited about with that.
Well, I mean, I'm definitely going to test it. We want to do one more, and the plan has always been for three because I want Christian to find love, and that we set that up in the first movie, and don't be surprised if Dana Cummings comes back in the third movie.
Interesting. On that same note, because you said about Christian, I find Brax fascinating and fun, but something about Christian, there's a lot of good action stuff out there. He really draws people in. What do you think it is that like there's a real connection to this character, it seems like, and not just through action, but the way he experiences the world. Can you talk a little bit about it and about the character? Because it's clear you put a lot of effort into communicating with both of them about who these guys are.
Yeah, the thing about Christian is that there's not a manipulative bone in his body. So everything he does in the way he approaches life in conversations with people, and he's just brutally honest about everything. And so that honesty is such a rare thing in cinema where someone is just, people, especially when you meet characters and meet each other, there's a little brinksmanship, they're playing a game, they're trying to figure each out, they're feeling it out, this baby steps in. He's just like, so there's a purity to the character and an authenticity to him that I think is really refreshing and endearing. And that's
Yeah, as you say that, I realize innocent, childlike
yeah,
almost for all
yeah,
these. Yeah.
yeah. And then
Um,
he's innocent, and then he eliminates people so quickly. So he has that side of him as well. Yeah.
the last thing I want to ask is in all the action, I feel like you give them each their own style. Is that something you collaborate with the two guys on and find like physicality wise?
No, it starts with so Fernando Chen is my stunt guy and a good friend of mine. So when for the first movie, I said I wanted Christian because it wasn't in the script. I said I want Christian to have a very specific style, and once we started doing the backstory, and we came up with Pentak Silat, which is an Indonesian fighting style, and then so we applied that to Ben's character, and then and that so that that so that 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 stayed with us obviously because but then for John, for Brax, it was, we did a lot more Muay Thai approach to fighting and boxing, which John is a boxer, so that's really comfortable for him. But Muay Thai became the approach for Brax's character.
Well, I gotta go because time's out. But if I ever have more time, I'll tell you all my ideas for the six
I
movies.
love it. Yeah, I love it. Give your story
Th-
credit.
Thanks, Gavin. Have a great day.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you, George.